Hey you guys, it is Ninfa and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this live video. As I always say, you can make more money, but you can't make more time. So you taking the time to watch this is a blessing and I'm truly appreciative. Okay, so let's dive right into it. Today is Wealth Wednesday. So first of all, you have the opportunity to win tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Time a $10 Amazon gift card for you actually sharing your video on your page if you find this valuable, and putting below that you shared. So just put share below. All right. So if you find it valuable, please share it. And then I'll put your name in a drawing. And tomorrow night on Thursday night at 9 p.m., I'll be doing a drawing to let you know who has won the $10 Amazon card. All right. So let's get right into it. So most of you guys know I am working on my financial future, right? And I love the Dave Ramsey plan. Hey, Jonathan, how are you? I love the Dave Ramsey plan. That's my jam. But I've also looked into other things. So I had gone to this thing called Millionaire Mindset Intensive, and it taught us how to handle our money, a money management system. That's kind of new to me. Like, I've never heard of it before. So I was like, all right, let's do this. So if you're looking to figure out, okay, how should I be managing my money? This is how. All right. So the first thing, I'm going to write it on here. First things first, if you have a business, you want to take your paycheck and take out 20% of your, 20 to 25% of your pay stub and put it in an account for taxes for the end of the year. So FYI. Okay. Because you don't want to have issues with that in the future, right? So you just want to put that in a savings account, 25% of that. And then after that, those funds are what we're going to be talking about managing. All right. So the first thing is 10% in your FFA account. And that is your financial. I gotta write this down here. Freedom account, which I love that saying of it. Financial freedom account. And you're going to take 10% of that and you're going to put it into a checking or a savings account. All right. So you can also do this in jars. So you can get like 5 or 6 or 7 jars and write FFA, one of them, for your financial freedom account. And you'll put 10% of your money into that jar, or you can just open up an account as well. So I'll let you guys know what we're talking about as we go along. With 10% of your money, when you get your paycheck or when you get your check from your business, after you've taken out 25% for taxes, you can do 10% in your financial account. And your financial account is just basically anything that you use. This money will be used for investments for your future, right? So your financial freedom account. So it's retirement, passive income. So whether it's retirement or investments in certain, just investments in general. So if you want to know more about what investments are and things like that, go ahead and look that up, what kind of investments are out there. But basically every time you have an investment, you can use the actual profits from that to reinvest. And you're going to use this account to do so. All right. So 10% of your money is going to go there. The next 10%, it's going to go to education, right? You're probably thinking education. All right. So, and you can break this up any way you want to. If you are a family and you have children, you wanted to, send them to college or something like that, you can use 5% for like education for your kids, but you need to make sure there's education for yourself. If you're trying to get into a better money mindset in general, and if you're trying to become just better in life, you need to be reading personal development, going to seminars, learning things that are going to help you become 1% better than you were yesterday. Bottom line. So I love Audible. I love the library. I love books in general. And that's a great place to start. And then once you build up this account, build up this jar, you can start going to actual seminars and go to live events, which is even more amazing. And sometimes it's like across the world. So now you're having cool and better experiences while you're learning something. So education is never boring if it's what you want, and it can be very exciting. So you can figure out how you want to get your education on, but you definitely want to make sure you take the time to make this mind even better, right? Even more positive, better leadership skills, whatever you think you want to work on. It could be even finances, right? When I went to Millionaire Mindset, that was hey Shane, how are you? That was an actual educational investment that I made. I traveled down to Chicago 3 days a week, 3 days for that week. And, that's cash. And that's also invested for like parking and then the membership or whatever, the fee I paid. So just keep that in mind. All of this is education. So make sure you're getting that education in to help with your mind and also for your kids if you have children. So 10% is the total of that. You want to put money into that jar or into that account. If there's two things you're trying to do for education, 5%, maybe 5% for that one, 5% for the other, and what have you. So I'm doing good, Shane. So the next one, 10% into your LTSS account. That is your long-term savings for spending account. So we all have things that we want to purchase that are usually larger than our paychecks, right? Vacations, cars, boats, I don't know, your shoe collection. I don't know. There's when there's really expensive items that you need to save up for, this account is for spending, but you need to save to get there. So that's where you put another 10% into that account. And here's the deal. You can make up different little jars for certain things. You'd be like, this is for my Hawaii trip. This one's for my car. This one's for, maybe marriage, like getting married or what have you. And you could put 3% in one, 5% in the other, and then, what is that? 5, 3, so 2% in the other, whatever. But as long as it adds up to 10%, all right? And you could be saving up for that so that you can get what you want. Wealthy people think that they can get whatever they want. They believe that they can obtain their luxuries and things of that nature, but in time and in patience with savings, okay? So don't let it be a burden to you, because I know I have in the past. Definitely let fun be a burden as far as credit cards and stuff that's concerned. So number 4, 10% into my favorite one, giving. So 10% into that giving. So it just depends on where you want to put it at. It could be your church. It could be an organization that you love greatly. It could be just a feeling like you were talking to this individual and they just lit up your world at that moment in time, and you want to help them invest into whatever they're doing, whatever it is. But giving 10% into that account. So, and then this is really my favorite one. Well, my second favorite. 10%, the next 10% goes to play. So play, enjoy yourself, get that spa treatment, go to the movies, and maybe it's your play account right now will be very small, so you're just gonna get a cup of coffee. Whatever it is, go and enjoy it. At the end, before you get to your next check, you should have already spent your play money by then. Okay, we need to enjoy the money that we've gotten, right? We can't just work and save for the rest of our lives, right? So enjoy it. Play is so much fun. Whatever that is to you, you should totally save up and put it in for that, and that's 10% of your check for that. And the last 50% that makes this a whole 100% equals your necessity account. Yes, right? So that's everything else. That's rent, expenses, memberships, whatever you feel as your necessity in life right now, that's what that should go to. So some of you guys are probably thinking, okay, so you want 10% in your financial freedom account, 10% in education, 10% in a long-term savings account, 10 long-term spending account, 10% for giving, 10% for play, and 50% for necessities. I'm going to tell you this. My necessities are probably at 99%. That's perfectly fine. It's all about you still doing the system. Whether it's $1 and you're taking 10 cents in all of them and 50 cents in the necessity bucket in these jars, that you're doing the system until you're out of debt and you're able to do it fully with your full check. All right. So that's it, guys. That is your way of money management. I think it's an awesome way to do it. If you want a 90-day PDF for Money Mindset. This was from day 3. But day 3, it's going to be day 1, obviously, until day 90. It's a good worksheet, workbook. Kind of a thick workbook here. If you want me to send that to you, I can do so. Just say, hey, Ninfa, send me a message in Messenger, whether it's direct message on Instagram or on Facebook Messenger. Say, hey, I would love that 90-day millionaire mindset. Because what's so wonderful, workbook, what's so wonderful about it is for day 3, it says attitudes of wealth declarations. So they have wealth declarations that you say daily, which is awesome. And then it has deposit to your FFA account. That should be the first account you deposit to, your financial freedom account. So you put down what that is, a penny, a dollar, whatever it is. Short-term desires, and it has visualization and acknowledgments of your success for the day. So it's pretty awesome. And you do that daily and something a little different every day, which is awesome too. So it's not boring, like, okay. But yes, so that's it, guys. 100% of your check once you've taken taxes out. So if you're getting a paycheck, the taxes are being taken out so that you can handle this. 10% for financial freedom, which is like retirement investments, 10% for education for you and your family, 10% for long-term spending account, and 10% for giving, 10% for play, and 10% for necessities in your life. All right. So that's kind of your goal. Those are kind of the buckets you want to be able to get to. I know for me that when I'm doing this, my necessities is pretty high. It's like 99% or whatever. So I'm only doing 1% for this whole financial system, but it's okay because I'm getting into the habit of doing it, and I'm doing it in jars right now. I didn't bring my jars out, so I should have brought my jars out so you could see them. But I'm doing it in jars right now. But I think another great way to do it is go online and find savings accounts online. First of all, it takes a while for you to withdraw that money out. So what if you're thinking about spending something really fast? If it's 24 hours or 48 hours from the time you want to spend that money, you could say no and move on with your life. Like, you really have time to think of it, because honestly, we're in the fever of things, and we're just purchasing to purchase, right? So those are great places. And I would say savings accounts online. Where did I get my savings account? I'll post it below here. My savings account that I have, a couple savings accounts I have online. And you want you're going to want to direct your deposit to your check, or your payments from your business needs to be going to one checking account that is a totally free checking account. So make sure that doesn't have fees to it. Make sure you can have at least just 1 penny in there. You don't have to have a minimum balance, that kind of thing in those accounts. I know that banks will do that if you have direct deposit towards it. And then if you want to do all accounts for these and not jars, have an automatic withdrawal every time your paycheck comes out that goes to these different accounts per percentages. Normally we make about the same money every time we get our paycheck. So you can estimate what that is. You can actually calculate that out and know exactly what that is. So it should be an automatic thing. So if you're unable, like myself, I was unable to do my full check towards this plan. So I only have 1% that I can do towards this plan. No problem. I just put it in my jars, and when I'm ready and have enough cash and I'm almost out of debt, then I'll be able to put the full 100% in. So hopefully that all makes sense. Again, you can get a 90-day workbook for Money Mindset Millionaire. I just started it myself. It's so far so good. I love it. And just let me know. All you have to do is message me and just let me know, hey, if I want to get that. Also, share this video. Sorry, I guess share this video if you find it valuable. I hope it was valuable to you, and you'll be then put into a drawing. But I will need you to actually type in share below. So, because sometimes if you share it and maybe you're watching this, you're maybe not my friend or what have you, I can't tell who shared it. So put that you shared below, and then I can see, okay, that matches up to the total amount of shares that shared it. So anyways, I love you guys. Tomorrow I will be doing a drawing for all those that have shared this video, and you guys have an awesome night.